Hey guys, this is Chris, strat-o-matic Delaware, and we are bringing you some bowl bound. Getting ready for the football season to get started, and what better way to do it than to fast forward with a rewind. That's right, the 1968 Ohio State Buckeyes against the 1969 That Team Up North. I don't like saying the M word, but I'll probably be saying it in this game because that team up north takes a lot more time on the video than the word Michigan. Anyway, 1969, the first season Bo Schembechler was head coach for the Wolverines. So this matchup will have the distinct rarity that Bo Schembechler will be coaching on both staffs. So we are going to see how this goes. First full game of Bowl Bound I have played. I've got the rule book handy. I've got a pretty good grasp on the rules. We're just going to be playing here. We're not going to be going over the rules because others have. I'll consult the rule book when needed. But before we get started, guys, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Hit the little dinger bell thingy so you'll know whenever I upload content, and share me with your friends. And guys, let's go. So we're going to start. Don't drop it. We are going to roll for who wins the toss. Michigan rolls an 18. And Ohio State rolls a 20-something. So Ohio State's going to win the toss. They're going to receive OSU. They'll receive in the first. By the way, I made myself some bowl-bound score sheets. So that's another one I can share with you if you like. But I saw basically on one of Earl's games kind of what went into it, realized how the game was played, what information could be recorded. No individual players, really just unit stuff. So yeah, went ahead and went with it. Alrighty, so Ohio State's going to receive. Michigan is going to kick off. So, Michigan kick off. Michigan 35. So let's see how far they kick off. They roll a 35, so that's going to be a 59-yard kick to the 6-yard line. See what kind of return Ohio State gets. 18-yard run back, so that'll take them out to the 24. So first and 10, 24. Alrighty, so Ohio State is on offense. Move the Buckeyes over here. Yeah, that's right. We got fight songs we can do. This is so going to be awesome. It really is. Oh, this is so going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to college football. Buckeyes over Oregon State, 77-31. They gave up 31. Alrighty, so here we go. First and 10. And defense is going to run an A defense. And I'll start with dropping the dice. All stinking ready. Kick it underneath the desk. I should have brought those grabbers up. One moment. Fat kid trying to get dice. There it is. Alright. Come on, Chris. Alrighty. Let's get going. So that was one dash there. Alright, here we go. First and 10 against an A. Ohio State is going to run. Now let's run a counter. So we got 35 against 3. Ohio State is 4-yard pickup standard. 3. Nothing there. So a 4-yard gain for Ohio State. So second and 6 at their own 28. Mark off 3 ticks. Alrighty. Let's see. 2nd and 6. We're going to be, well, let's call the offense. We'll run an end run against an A defense. So that's going to be 12 against 1. End run 12 is now, my printer ran out of color, so that's green. So that's a 10-yard gain against 1. Nothing changed, so 10 yards for Ohio State. The super sophomores get a first down. So 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. What do you think Woody Hayes is going to do? He's going to run a counter. And he's going to do it against an A defense. So that is going to be 35 for 1, nothing. 4-yard gain, Ohio State. 2nd and 6 at the 44, nearing midfield. At the 42, sorry. Alright, 42-yard line. 2nd and 6. I've not been marking them off. Boom, 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 boom. Alrighty. 2nd and 6, Ohio State. They're going to run a line plunge against, that was a 2, a D defense. D as in dog. Line plunge against a D. That's going to be 35 and 2. 5-yard pickup. D rolls a 2. Against the line plunge, nothing. So 5 yards for Ohio State. That'll make it 3rd and 1 at the 47. Mark off 3 ticks. 3rd and 1 at the 47. Big decision for Woody Hayes. Gee, wonder what he's going to do. He's going to run a line plunge. And it's going to be an A defense. So, big first test for Woody Hayes and the Buckeyes. 24 against 2. Line plunge only picks up a yard. That's all he needed. A rolls a line plunge at 2. And adds a yard. 2-yard pickup. Out to the 49. Buckeyes are driving to start this game. We have a little over 3 minutes gone so far in the first quarter. Alrighty, Woody Hayes end run against an A defense. So that will be a 16 and a 4. Ooh, 16. End run is 5. A 4 takes a yard away, so that's going to be a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6, Buckeyes cross midfield at the Michigan 47. Alrighty, we're going to see the Buckeyes run a counter against, 5. A blitz against defense F. So they're going to run a counter against F. And that's going to be 14 against 1. Counter. 14. Possible fumble. Fumble minus 1. And da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. Against a 1. Counter F. Rolled a 1. Nothing. So fumble plus 1 against blank. That is going to be the fumble and the yards. Fumble minus 1 rather. So 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. Fumble recovered 10 through 31. 35. Lost ball. So run minus 1. Fumble lost. Hayes is fuming. Michigan 48. Fumble return. Let me get into the rules. No, it's probably right there. No, it's not. Let me get into the rules for the fumble return and know where it is. Fumbles. No return, if I recall. To advance the ball from the spot of recovery using their own interception return. As the next play begins on the spot of the recovery. Come on now, where is it? The defense is entitled to an interception return from the spot of recovery. If the recovery total was 39. Okay, so move the ball forward or backward, number of yards shown. Team last in possession now rolls the offensive dice and refers to the fumbles line to see whether they recover the free ball or lose it. So they lost it. Defense is entitled to an interception return on any block, kick, or fumble recover if the recovery dice is 39, so they fall on it right there. Alright. Fumble return 0, and Michigan is going to take over at midfield, and Woody is fuming. Oh my goodness. That stinking team up north. Going to make it exciting from the word jump. I can see it. I hate it. Alright, here we go. 1st and 10. Michigan. They are going to go again. Let's see. They're going to be calling an end run against an A defense. I hate this. 36. Yeah, you will see now after this game that I will call an impartial game. Cussing them all the way. 36 end run is 4. We run an A defense with 2 on the dice. Nothing's a 4-yard gain for Michigan. So they cross back over midfield to the Ohio State 48. 2nd and 6. And we've got 10.5 minutes left to go in the first period. Michigan is going to run a counter, and Ohio State will counter with an A defense. So that'll be 25 against 1. Counter 25 is 5 yards. A defense rolling 1, no change. So 5-yard pickup for Michigan down to the 43. That's going to be 3rd and 1. Take that off the clock. All right, 3rd and 1. We are looking. Bo Schembechler learned from Woody Hayes. We're going to call a line plunge. I would presume that is exactly what he would do against B defense. That is going to be 11 and 2. Line plunge. Penalty. B defense 2 minus 1. Penalties always take priority over defensive results, so a 15-yard penalty. Okay, cool. So 3rd and 16, 42-yard line, Michigan 42, 3rd and 16 with the big penalty. All right, here we go. We're going to call this a drop back pass. And it says right here their quarterback was. I can't ever remember. It wasn't worthy of my remembering. Don Moorhead, quarterback for the Wolverines, going to pull a drop back pass, and it is going to be against an F defense. A little bit of blitzing going on here by the Buckeyes. Let's find out what happens. 39 against 1. 39 drop back pass. 18 yards and out of bounds. 1 is F. No change. 18-yard pass. 1st down Wolverines. At the Ohio State 40. One there. We have 1st down, 1st down, 1st down. All right, here we go. First and 10. A little under 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Michigan at the Ohio State 40-yard line. We are going to be running a counter against an A defense for the Buckeyes. 34-3. 34 counter is 1 yard. A defense rolls a 3-0, so 1 yard pickup for Michigan. That'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the Buckeye 39-yard line. Tick 3 off the clock. We're going to do an end run for Michigan with an A defense. 36-2. End run. 36 is 4-yard gain. A defense rolled a 2. No change. So 4 yards for Michigan. Bring up 3rd and 5. Buckeye 35-yard line. Dink, dink, dink. We're going to see sprint out pass for Michigan. Are we going to see a sprint out pass? Are we going to see a sprint out pass? I need to verify before I continue so I can make an informed decision here. Black is incomplete pass, and white is simply no gain. Okay, cool. Wanted to make sure that we had that right. So you go back up there. You go on there. Consulting rules just to make sure I do this right, because I don't want anybody being like, oh yeah, Jimmy the game against Michigan. I'd love to Jimmy the game against Michigan. That team up north. Ann Arbor. Ah. Okay, 3rd and 5. Bo Schembechler sends in for a bootleg pass. Ohio State is running out of a B defense. Bootleg pass. Number 8 column. Running a 32 against a 5. 32, 8 column is incomplete. And B5, parentheses, a 3. What do the parentheses mean? I want to pull the whole table apart again. Color-coded charts, blah, yeah, okay, play. Penalties, marking off. That's special, I don't want that. Playing the game, boom. Well, let's just look. It's incomplete. It doesn't really matter. Offensive play incomplete. Defensive play is right here. You go with the defensive result. Alright, what is that defensive result? Defense allows the completed pass for the yards. So that was 3, I believe. B, yep, 3. Okay. So a 3-yard pass completed by Michigan. Let's see, P3 to the 32-yard line. Going to bring up 4th and 2. Bootleg by Moorhead is complete. Let's say to Glenn Doty. 4th and 3. How do you be? We are going to think about maybe field goal's not going to happen, I don't think. No, field goal, maximum distance 25 yards anyway. No, do we want to punt? I don't think so. We're going to go for it. 4th and 3. Michigan's going to go for it. Here we go. Drama early in the game. 4th and 3. I think Michigan's going to call a counter. And Ohio State is going to run... we'll say they're going to run a B defense. 3rd and 1 through 3. So counter against a B defense. 36-2. 36. Counter is a 7-yard gain. B defense 2, take away 1. Michigan picks up 6. 1st and 10 at the Ohio State 26. Dink, dink, dink. All right. Let's see what we got going here. 1st and 10 to 26. We're going to have an end run against an A defense. That is 35 against 1. 2-yard pickup, out of bounds. A defense 1, no change. So 1-yard run. Bring up a 2nd and 9 at the 25. Michigan is going to go for a drop back pass against a D defense. 34 and 1. 34 is going to be incomplete. D defense, wasn't it? I believe it was. Rolls a 1, drop back, nothing. So an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. Going to bring up 3rd and 9. From the Ohio State 25-yard line, Schembechler sends in the play. It's going to be a bootleg pass. And Woody Hayes is going to send his boys in F defensive alignment. So it's going to be 33 against 1. Bootleg is number 8. That is incomplete. F is 1. No change. Incomplete pass. Maximum distance is 25 for Michigan. 4th and 9. They're going to... You're going to go for it? What else are you going to do? You don't want to punt it. Not from here. Field goal is not going to happen. Totally not going to happen. They're going to go for it. 4th and 9. And it is going to be a sprint out pass. And Ohio State is going to run a foxtrot. Sprint out pass against an F. Dropped the black die for drama. Come here, please. Fat man can't bend over. So that's going to be 12 against 3. I said sprint out. 12 is 15-yard penalty against the offense. And F3 is 7-3. No change. That was 4th and 9. Penalty will be taken and forced out to the 44. So that's 4th and 9. Didn't write it in there. Penalty 15. 4th and 24 out to the 44. They might be induced to punt now. And is that. And that is their own penalty. They've had the ball a long time and not gone anywhere with it. 4th and 24. Michigan is going to punt. Alright. So let's see how Michigan is going to punt. 22. 27-yarder with a cross. Point after is onside punts. If there is a cross and no cross or asterisk, the receiving team may return the punt. There is no cross or asterisk with the punt yardage. The receiving team may return the punt. So it is not returnable. Okay, so they have punted at 22. So they have punted at 27 yards, and it is down at the 17. Punt return. 17. Nothing. So Ohio State takes over 1st and 10 at their 17-yard line. All right, Buckeyes have the ball back. Nothing to worry, nothing to fear. Woody Hayes will soon be here. Alrighty, we go there, we go there. 1st and 10. Do it again. I do see an end run in our future. And it's going to be against an A defense. 1st and 10. 35 and 1. 8-yard gain. And no change. So 2nd and 2 at the 25 for the Buckeyes. 5.5 minutes, 6.5 minutes left to go here in the 1st quarter. Alrighty, they call in the play, and we've got a counter going. Michigan is going to be playing 2nd and 2. They're going to be in an alpha set. 25 against 2, counter, 1-yard pickup, alpha rolls a 2, 1 yard away, stuffed at the line. Going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Buckeyes at their own 25-yard line. And we've got another counter being called by Woody Hayes. And that is going to be an alpha defense. 24 against 3, counter. 24 is a 5-yard pickup, alpha 3, no change. So 24, that was 5. That's good enough for a 1st down at the 30-yard line for the Buckeyes. Alrighty, let's mark that play off. 6 minutes to go here in the 1st period. Alright, 1st quarter. Alright, here we go. Woody Hayes, end run. Michigan, alpha. That is 35 against 1. End run is an 8-yard pickup. Alpha is no change. 2nd and 2 at the 38 for Ohio State. Line plunge against a Bravo. So that is going to be 34 and 2. Line plunge, no gain. Bravo rolled a 2, no gain. So it stops at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 from the Buckeyes 38. 5 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter. We're going to see line plunge Ohio State against an alpha. 22 against 1, line plunge. 22 breaks free for 11 yards and rolls a, what did they have? They had a 1, no change. Huge gain for the Buckeyes. Great run up the middle. John Brockington. Now, he wasn't the running back. Who was a running back? I'm not sure. I know they had Tatum and Stillwagon on that team. Can't remember who their awesome running back was that year, but that's okay. Oh, who was it? Oh, shoot. I don't remember. I will remember. Run for 11 yards out to the 49 near midfield. 1st and 10 for the Buckeyes. Who was it? It was the kid that almost left. Woody Hayes hunted his butt down. I can't remember who it was. Oh, goodness. All right. Because I know they got Tatum to be a running back, but they had enough running backs, and they wanted to keep Tatum, so Tatum tried out at defensive back, and that was the rest of that. Yeah. So, okay, 1st and 10 for the Buckeyes. End run. Woody Hayes is not going to pass. Delta defense for Michigan. So that is 21 and 3. End run. 3-yard loss. Tripped up in the backfield. Delta 3. No change. So, stuff. Tackled for loss. 2nd and 13. Ohio State at their own 46. Woody Hayes is screaming at somebody. Alright, here we go. 2nd and 13. Drop back pass, Rex Kern. And he'll be playing against a C defense. 24 and 4. Drop back pass. 24 is incomplete. C defense. 4 is no change. Incomplete pass for Rex Kern. 3rd and 13, shy of midfield. End run. Woody Hayes is going to run the ball. And it's going to be a 3rd and really, really long. A delta. So end run and delta. 1-3 end run is a 2-yard loss against a 3. And no change. Lose 2 more. 3rd and 13, 46. Missing it. Oh, yeah. No, that's it. Ah, crap. Give me a sec. You can't see it, but it's white out. Run -2. 4th and 15 at their own 44. 3.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. The Buckeyes are going to punt it away again. Alright, well, punt it away. They haven't punted it away yet. Uh, 14 will be a 39-yard punt. That is returnable, so down to the 17. Michigan punt return at the Michigan 17, and they run it back. 33, 7 yards. So they're going to have 1st and 10 at their own 24. Alrighty. So Michigan is going to run an end run. Ohio State's coming out in a delta. 39 against 1. We need to change these around. You go there, you go there. In a delta. 39 end run is a 7-yard pickup. And Buckeyes add 1 more. That's 8 yards for Michigan. Out to the 32, 2nd and 2. Schembechler is pleased. Alrighty, here we go. We have line plunge against a delta. And that will be 23 and 1. No gain. Delta rolls a 1, no gain. Stuffed at the line. 3rd and 2 at their own 32-yard line. Alrighty. Dink, 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 dink. Keep doing that. 3rd and 2. Counter. Michigan. And Ohio State comes out in an alpha. 1-3. Counter 11 yards and out of bounds. Alpha rolls a 3. Nothing. And just to make sure, yep, add them together. So that's 11 yards and out of bounds. And Michigan finds new life for the 1st down at their own 43. Just inside 2 minutes left in the first quarter. 1st and 10. Going to be a counter for Michigan. Woody is calling for a Charlie defense. That's going to be 31 against 4. Counter, 2-yard run. Charlie rolls a 4. 2 yards taken away. That is stuffed at the line. 2nd and 10. Minute 20 to go here in the first period. Neither team has scored. Michigan with a long drive. They started near midfield, though. Neither team has been able to go much more than about 40 yards on a drive at this point. 2nd and 10, end run against 3, a Charlie defense. End run, so 39 against 4. End run, 7-yard pickup. Charlie 4, no change. 7-yard run for Michigan gives them 3rd and 3 at midfield. Alrighty, 3rd and 3. We're going to see counter against an alpha. Michigan lines up. Here's the snap to Moorhead. 1, 3. Counter 11 yards and out of bounds against an alpha. 2 takes a yard away. It's only 10. However, 1st and 10 Michigan at the Ohio State 40. 40 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Alrighty. We're going to see drop back pass for Michigan. Ohio State's in an alpha. So 34 and 1. Drop back pass is incomplete. Alpha in a 1. -5. Black with that. Go with the offensive incomplete. Gotcha. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 at the Ohio State 40. We're going to get an end run from Schembeckler. Woody Hayes is going to line up in a Delta defense. Pass prevent short. 22 for the end run. 1 for the defense. 7 yards and out of bounds. Rolls a 1. Gives another one. That's 8. 3rd and 2 at the Ohio State 32-yard line, and that's going to bring an end to the first quarter right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 2 first downs for Ohio State. Michigan had 2 first downs as well. But so far, your score, nothing going here in the first quarter. But we start the second quarter and 1. Second quarter at the Ohio State 32-yard line, 3rd and 2. So we have had our commercials. And we're coming back, and we're going to have a line plunge from Michigan. And it is going to be a Bravo defense for Ohio State, short yardage, running at gaps. 22 and 3. That's going to be fumble +1. Gaps 3 is going to be 2-yard loss. Go with the fumble. +1 and a fumble. Lost if it's 32 or higher. 36, fumble lost. Run 1, fumble lost. Ohio State at the fumble return at the 31. There was nothing on there as far as being able to run it back. I think you fall on it. There was no cross or anything like that. Okay. So they fall on it, and they've got 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Ohio State back on the field. Rex Kern and company. John Brockington. That's why it is John Brockington. You used a running back. Why did I say he wasn't? John Brockington. Dear Lord. Okay. So here we go. Brockington in the backfield. Kern. Woody Hayes is going to call Brockington's number with a counter. And that's going to be a Charlie defense for short yardage, wide spread out defense for Schembechler. 32-1. So 32 on the counter is a 7-yard pickup. Charlie 1 is no change, so 7 yards for Brockington. That's going to put the Buckeyes at their own 38, 2nd and 3. So boom, and then boom, boom, boom. Alrighty. 2nd and 3, Ohio State. Woody is going to go with a line plunge. And Bo is bringing up a Bravo defense, short yardage gaps. 37 for the plunge is 2, enough for the first down. 2, no change. First down, Ohio. No, yard short. Comes up a little bit short. It was 2nd and 3, 3rd and 1 at their own 40. And everybody knows what Woody is going to do. I say 3rd and 1 is a great passing down. Woody Hayes is quoted as saying, but it's an even better running down. And I agree. Line plunge against a Bravo, against the gaps. 35 and 4, 4-yard pickup, and gaps for nothing. First down, Ohio State. If you play these teams the way that Woody Hayes would have not passed, you'll do good. Out to their own 44-yard line. Just into the second quarter. Here we go. Ohio State is set to go. We're going to see an end run against a wide short yardage C defense of Charlie. 38 and 3. End run 38. 2-yard loss. Charlie 3. Nothing. So Ohio State gets stopped up behind the line. Boom, boom, boom. That's going to bring up 2nd and 12. Hayes is berating a coach for sending in a play like that. All right, here we go. Schembechler, he's going to send in his defense. Hayes is looking for an end run again. Schembechler sends in 2, a delta pass prevent short against the end run. 26 and 2. 17-yard run for Brockington. Off to the races against Charlie. Did I say that? Against the Charlie 2, I'm sure. End run 2 off, so only 15 yards. Run 15. That'll be first down for the Buckeyes across midfield at the Michigan 43. And we've got a line plunge being called by Woody Hayes. Wants to give it to his fullback. Fullback 26, left or right. We're running against an alpha for Michigan, running a standard defense. It's going to be 34 and 4 on the line plunge. 1-yard pickup, alpha 4 adds another yard to it. So that is going to be 2-yard gain for Leo Hayden. We'll call it 2nd and 8, Ohio State. Wolverine 41-yard line. And they're going to run an end run, and we've got a Charlie. We've got short yardage wide against the end run. 15 and 1. 15 is a 2-yard loss, and that's all it is. The asterisk. And actually, that's a 3-yard loss. Misread that. 3-yard loss against the Charlie, I believe it was. Yeah, short yardage wide. Ran a 1. So 3-yard loss. Charlie ran a 1. 2 more. That's a 5-yard loss. 3rd and 13 from the Wolverine 46-yard line. That run, he was chased out of bounds. So we've got almost 12. We've got 12:10 left to go here in the half. Time is ticking. A drop back pass for Ohio State. Rex Kern gets a chance to air it out. His 1 pass per quarter. That's his quota. 3rd and long. We're going to call that a delta. Pass prevent short. So drop back against a delta. 31 is going to be 8 yards and out of bounds against a delta 3. No change. So 8-yard pass. It's going to bring up 4th and 5 from the Wolverine 38-yard line. Rex Kern is 1 for 2 so far in the afternoon, I believe. Yep, incomplete pass on the Buckeyes' 2nd drive in the 1st quarter. So he is 1 for 2. It's easy to find because there aren't many incomplete passes or Ps at all. 4th and 5, 38, too far for the field goal. I did not change the cards, did I? Oops. Oh, no. Well, yeah, I can't say that I didn't hold off on Michigan there inadvertently. I'm not replaying that whole series. Okay, 4th down. Maximum field goal distance is only 17 for Ohio State, so they are going to punt it at this point. Oh, my gosh, that was horrible. Oh, why didn't you guys tell me I was doing that? Ohio State with the punt. 25, and that will be a 50-yarder into the end zone, so touchback. Punt 38 with a touchback. So that's going to be Michigan 1st and 10 at their own 20. Oh, it was horrible. Why did you guys tell me I was doing that? No, it's all my fault. Well, I've never screwed anything up in my life before, have I? Oh, that was horrible. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10. Michigan with the ball again. Still a scoreless game. And we are going to have... we're going to run the option. Against... a 3 against a Charlie, short yardage wide. Michigan's going to run the option. 20 and 2. That's going to be a 5-yard run against a Charlie. Runs a 2, take 1 away. That's 4 yards. Michigan 2nd and 6 at their own 26-yard line. Oh, that was horrible. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Now I'm going to stop apologizing to just slow the game up. All right, here we go. Michigan, 2nd and 6. I haven't been able to do a fight song yet. Holy crap. The bands are just dying here. Oh, let's see. And 69. I don't think they're doing Hang On Sloopy yet. They might be, but I doubt it. Michigan 2nd and 6. They're going to run an end run. Ohio State is coming out in an alpha, a standard defense. So 15 and 1. End run 15 is a 3-yard loss. Alpha 1 is nothing else. So runs for -3. From the 24-yard line, they're stuck back to the 21. So 3rd and 9. And the defenses, I mean, this young sophomore unit being led by Jim Stillwagon and Jack Tatum, they're doing a wonderful job keeping the Wolverines at bay. Here I went, just jinxed the whole thing. Drop back pass. And Woody is sending in an echo. Pass prevent long. So that is 26 and 2. Drop back pass. Offensive penalty 5. Always take priority over all defensive results. So penalty 5. 3rd and 14 at the 16-yard line. I think we're going to see another drop back pass attempt, and Ohio State is going to send out a foxtrot, a blitz. So Ohio State's going to blitz on the drop back. 35-1, incomplete pass. 1, no change. So that'll bring up 4th and 14, Michigan at their own 16-yard line. And they are going to punt the ball away. Da-dee-da, 35, and that'll be a 34-yard kick. Punt 34, so that's to midfield. And Ohio State, 36, has a 7-yard return. So they're going to start 1st and 10 at the Michigan 43. And 10 minutes to go here in the first half. I think we'll cut this video in half. We'll do halves at a time. So we'll go the first half. I'll upload the video. I'll run the second half. Alright, Ohio State, here we go. 1st and 10. Yeah, counter. And Schembechler calls for the wide. It calls wide, short yardage. That's a Charlie. So 17-4. Do it right, dummy. Yes, I know. He was getting ready to do the whole thing again. Alrighty, so we go 17-4 against a Charlie. We said counter. 17, 2-yard pickup, and rolled a 4. Take a yard away. So 1 yard for Ohio State on the run. That's 2nd and 9, Michigan 42. 2nd and 9. Alrighty, end run. Buckeyes. Schembechler sends in for an alpha. Standard defense. 18-2. End run. What the heck? 9-yard loss. Alpha 2. Make it 10. Chased out of bounds. Back across midfield. 3rd and 19 at the Ohio State 48. Rex Kern might get to pass 2 times in a quarter. Wow. And Woody Hayes just shredded another cap. Went to pieces. It's going to be a drop back pass against a D, against a pass prevent short. So that's going to be 34-1 against the Delta. Drop back is going to be quarterback trapped. And quarterback trapped, let's see, a 1. Drop back is a 3. So we stay with the quarterback trapped. 32, and that is a 3-yard sack. And that's going to bring up 4th and 22 from Ohio State's 46-yard line, and they're going to punt. Rex Kern is being shooed to the bench. Alright, here we go. Punt. Ohio State. It's going to be scoreless first half. 3-5. 31, not returnable. 31. So that's going to get to the 23-yard line for Michigan. 1st and 10, Wolverines. Goodness. Another one there. So we are at about 8:40 left to go here in the first half. Michigan is going to run a counter. Ohio State is going to go with a wide defense, wide coverage on a Charlie. That's 35-2. As long as I flip it, I'll remember to do it right. So as long as I flip it. Counter 35, Charlie 2. So that's a 2-yard pickup and no change. So Michigan runs for 2, 2nd and 8 at their 25-yard line. And that is going to bring us an end run against an alpha. We have 32 and 1 end run, 6-yard pickup, alpha no change. So that's going to be 3rd and 2 Wolverines from their own 31-yard line. Those of you wondering, I am using the solitary chart for defensive play calling. So I've got that over here on the other side of the dice tray. Alrighty, and where I can see it easily. Okay, 3rd and 2, Michigan, midway through the second quarter at their own 31. Ohio State looking to get the ball back, and hopefully with good field position. Michigan's going to run a counter. Ohio State is going to run an alpha standard defense. So that's 32 and 3. Counter, 7-yard pickup. Alpha, 3. No change, Michigan. Out to their own 38. 1st and 10. Moving the sticks. Alrighty. Buckeyes looking to stuff them. Here we go. Doinkity doink doink. 1st and 10. End run for Michigan. Alpha defense, standard defense for the Buckeyes. 35 and 2. End run. 2 yards and out of bounds. Alpha 2 is no change. So that will bring up 2nd and 8 from their own 40. Wolverines are driving, such as it is. They're going to call a counter. Ohio State will be in a standard alignment, alpha. 36 and 3. Counter, 36. 7-yard pickup, alpha, 3-0. So Michigan out to their own 47. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. 6:40 to go in the first half. 3rd and 1. They're going to line up for a line plunge. Woody Hayes is going to have none of it. He sends his boys in a Bravo, short yardage gaps. So that's 36 line plunge. Bravo 3. 36 is a 5-yard pickup. Bravo 3 is take 2 away. So that's a 3-yard gain for Michigan. Enough for the first down. They keep it alive at midfield. 1st and 10. 6:10 to go here in the first half. And Michigan is at midfield. They're going to call an end run. Ohio State will be in an alpha standard alignment. End run. 14, alpha 2. That's 8 yards and out of bounds. No change from the defense. So Michigan scampers down to the Ohio State 42-yard line. They'll have 2nd and 2. Clock is dwindling. Gosh, now I got to remember Michigan's fight song. For the longest time, I blocked it from my memory, and I could not do it. But then I can call it on. You know, it's whatever. 2nd and 2. Buckeye 42-yard line. Line plunge. And Woody is sending in his standard unit. He's not looking for the run. Don't know why. 38 and 3. That's an. Is that a B? I think that's a B. Let me make sure what the B is, because I know that's different. B is a breakaway. I don't remember how to do a breakaway, but we'll find it really, really quick. We had a pretty good rhythm going there. Breakaway. Let me find breakaway. It's on the first 3 pages. There's nothing else for it, nowhere else for it to be. Charts B is a breakaway. Yards to go. Involving penalties. No, we need breakaways. Oh, that's over here. Okay, cool. Breakaway run. So let's make sure we got 38 and 3. 38 on the line plunges. Breakaway, and they called an alpha 3-0. So we do have B and no change. So it is the breakaway for Michigan. Here we go. 25, 53 yards, touchdown Michigan. Five minutes and 30 seconds. Michigan 42 run. They are is there extra points? It's on the front, isn't it? Point after attempt is 15 to 18, 23 to 39. Good. So they're going to try the kick. 26 is good. Kick, Michigan 7-0. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. That's not it. Shoot. I can't remember the fight song. Sorry, I'm not going to do it. So, whatever. I can't. I've blocked it from my memory. I really have. Ah, crud. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I've blocked it from their memory. I mean, I actually I've been able to do that. I've blocked it from my memory. If I remember it, I'll do it. I'm not really going to dwell on it. Let's see. Kick off from the 35. And that will be 33, 58 yards to the 7-yard line. Da-dee-da-dee-da. So Ohio State kick return from their 7. 1-1. Stop thinking about it. Oh no! Fumble +3. Oh, nope, wrong one. Oh, thank goodness. 1-1. Wow. I was about to get really upset. That is not a really good copy. I'm going to say that is 18 yards. Kick return 18. So Ohio State will start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. All right. I really wish I could remember it. I would do it back and forth. I would hate it. I'll do it for the second half. I'll make sure I know it. Okay, cool. Here we go. 1st and 10, Buckeyes. 5 minutes, 20 seconds going to first half. They are going to call end run. Michigan's going to line up in an alpha standard. Yeah, let's get this going. Stop thinking about things that aren't game. 30-1. End run is 5 and out of bounds. Alpha is no change. 5-yard run for the Buckeyes. 2nd and 5 at their own 30. They're going to counter. And Schembechler is going to be in a delta pass prevent short alignment. So that is 22-2 on the counter. 7-yard pickup. Delta rolls a 2-0 there on the counter. So that is a 7-yard run and a first down for Woody Hayes and the Buckeyes at their own 37. 4:20 left to go. Time is dwindling away here in the first half. We've got an end run, and we have an alpha standard defense. So that's going to be 29-1. End run 29. 5-yard penalty against a defense. Penalties always take priority. So D penalty +5. So that will be 1st and 5 at the 42. We've got a counter. Schembechler is, we'll go with the 2nd and 1 through 4. So Schembechler's in a Bravo, short yardage gaps. Counter against a Bravo, 24-2. 5-yard pickup on the counter. 2 takes one away. That is a 4-yard pickup. Going to bring up 2nd and 1. Buckeyes at their own 46. 3.5 minutes left here in the first half. They need to make this happen. Righty, here we go. Drop back pass. Woody Hayes is surprising the world. And he is 2nd and 1, and it's going to be against a standard defense. Schembechler is not fooled. 20-5. Drop back. 7-yard gain. Standard. 5 is black. So Dak against that, it is an incomplete pass. On the priority chart. Gain crossed with incomplete pass. It is incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 1 Buckeyes from their own 46. Clock stops. Ah, 3rd and 1. Counter. Against a Bravo. Schembechler running a gaps D. Counter. 27. That's a 2-yard loss. Bravo 2. Make it 3. That'll bring up 4th and 4 Buckeyes from their own 43-yard line. Counter. And that's going to be a Foxtrot defense. 36 against 1. 36 counter is only a 2-yard run. Foxtrot 1 is nothing. So they run for 2 yards, the Buckeyes do, and they turn it over on downs. Michigan 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 43-yard line. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Michigan is going to go with a bootleg as soon as I change these around. Michigan with the bootleg. Ohio State calling a delta. Pass prevent short. That is 37-3. 37 on the bootleg is a 12-yard gain. Pass prevent short with a 3. -3, so that's a 9-yard pickup for Michigan. Second and 1, Ohio State 34. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go here. Woody is going to call a timeout. First, Michigan, OSU. Second. I don't have anywhere to write those down. So timeout. Ohio State calls one. So next play will only run. Well, so I need to correct that then. Right there, okay. Alright, here we go. 2nd and 1. We've got a line plunge. And Woody is lining up in a delta. Pass prevent short. Oh my, no, he's not. He's lining up in short yardage gaps. Sorry, no, overriding that one. Line plunge against a Bravo. 10 and 3. Defensive penalty, 15 yards. Oh, and they're going to take it because there's no gain. Defensive penalty, plus 15. 1st and 10. Ohio State 19-yard line. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. They're going to run a counter. Woody's coming out in a delta. Pass prevent short. What the hell? 26 and 2. 26 and no gain. Pass prevent short, no change. Run 0 yards. That'll take us. There's no 2-minute warning in colleges. They're not in 68. I don't remember. I don't think there is. Let me make sure. Timing the play. Da-dee-da. Well, we can look right here and tell. We're going to say there's no 2-minute warning saying there. No, we'll just keep right on going through. Ohio State's going to call another timeout. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here. 1st and 10 at the 19. After the penalty. No, 0-yard run, that's right. So 2nd and 10. 19-yard line, 2 minutes to go. Called the timeout. Alright, we're going to have an end run from Michigan. And it's an alpha defense, standard defense for Ohio State. 25 and 2. End run was a 12-yard gain and no change. Run 12, 1st and goal at the 7. And Woody lets the time go. 1st and goal at the 7. Counter. Against an alpha. Standard defense. 30 and 1. 3-yard gain on the counter. Alpha 1. No change. Run of 3. 2nd and goal at the 4 for Michigan. We're down to 1 minute left to go in the half. Line plunge. Goal line defense. Woody is in a Charlie. Short yardage wide. 25 and 3. Line plunge. 3-yard pickup. Short yardage. No change. Down to the 1. 3rd and goal at the 1 for Michigan. 30 seconds left on the clock. They're going to call a timeout. There will be 40 seconds left on the clock. Michigan calls a timeout. Line plunge against a Bravo defense. Short yardage gaps. 20 and 1. Lost a yard and no change. Run for -1. It's going to take it down to 10 seconds left. 4th and goal at the 2. And they're going to kick field goal. field goal, 12-22. It is good from the 2-yard line. That is good. So 0 as time expires. Michigan. And it's over the goalpost, so that is a 9-yard field goal. And they've got a 10-0 lead. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the first half, bowl bound, Ohio State and Michigan. We will be back with the second half shortly in a separate video for y'all. I don't want you to have to pause or wait or move ahead, or actually, no, let's do 2 videos. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, 2 videos. That way you can split it up. So guys, this is Chris, strat-o-matic Delaware, and I will see you shortly for the second half as Ohio State comes back to shellac the hell out of Schembechler. Arrgh! That team up north.